going on, guys? Welcome back to the LetDirtFly YouTube channel.
Today, episode 4 of I bought the worst quad on Marketplace.
It's getting worse as you go, dude.
It is getting worse. So basically, today's plans are more or less, I don't know if we're going to pull the rear clip or not, but we're going to probably try and get the plastics off. Apparently, it had gas tank issues. We're going to go through that. We're going to make sure that there's nothing in the tank. We're going to kind of nut and bolt. We're going to work our way forward, but also we're going to rip off this rad relocate and
come up with a game plan for it, essentially. So yeah, we got some really cool plans that's involving Sable Weld. So we're really excited to talk about that. So without further ado, let's just go ahead, get the tools out, and start hammering into this thing.
Okay.
All right, so we rearranged the garage real quick here because where I originally had it positioned that I thought was going to be good, just wasn't great for working on it. But yeah, so goal is to we got to nut and bolt this whole quad. This thing has been apart many times. There's also stuff that we didn't show you guys in the first video that was wrong with this thing. So we're going to be going over a lot of that stuff. And basically, we're going to show you this thing was definitely the worst on Marketplace. But right now, I think first thing we're going to do, figure out how these rear plastics come off. From the feel of it,
doesn't feel like it's on by a lot.
Yeah, I don't think there's many bolts in this. So
no, I mean, it's like the footwell's kind of holding on, it seems like.
We're not Renegade guys, we're Outlander guys, so we just got to figure this out. Shouldn't be anything big. I think it's literally held on by like this nut right here and like the footwell over there right now.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah, so gonna get these off real quick and
get the rest of that exhaust out and just
gotta look at this gas tank.
Yeah.
That's, I think, gonna be the first thing to look at because there's been some repairs done to that.
Apparently there has, yes.
We're gonna look at that. So let's get you guys in here. Let's get these plastics off. So one thing we're very fortunate about is some of our sponsors have already been jumping on board with the build here, which we can't thank them enough for. So far right now we got Quad Logic just jumped on. So the NCB Performance, they're jumping on the STM stuff. They're gonna get that worked on for us. Trevor up there.
We got my lifter.
Oh yeah, My Lifter Garage.
Canada coming in strong over there.
Yeah, so
appreciate that.
Not gonna lie, Zach is really helping out with this. Obviously, the first video we showed you, this thing was missing a rear caliper. But one thing we forgot to mention, Seth.
What's that?
Well, there's one
missing
there.
a front one too?
Yeah. So this had the same deal. This was zip tied. I didn't even notice it at first. It was zip tied up top here, and there's missing the left front caliper. So we got that coming, thanks to Zach, front and back, as well as the rear reservoir for the rear portion of the brakes was completely filled with water and mud.
Yes.
So, yeah, that's not supposed to be like that.
What?
Yeah,
I thought mud quads ran on mud. Like, isn't that the thing?
I think that's why we're in this position, Seth, is because this thing was running on mud.
Well, not to freaking lie, but that one too.
That did run on mud for a little bit. That's a different story. While I was trying to diagnose and make sure our master cylinders and stuff are still good, thank God they are. So I went through and everything is free. This one was stiff at first because it was plugged with mud, but I got that all cleared out. Now this master cylinder does work. This needs obviously fluid and the whole system to be bled out, flushed out because
flushed. Yes.
Gotta get all the mud out. Actually, I'm probably just gonna throw cheap fluid in when we first do it.
Dude, absolutely.
And then run it for a little bit and then just reflush the lines again. How's it going over there with removing Renegade plastics?
It's going good. I mean, there's only like 87,000 bolts to take out.
Yeah, why is there so many on the Renegade, dude?
I don't know.
Oh, so one thing real quick, if anybody's got a Renegade, Seth is going to be selling this exhaust just from the first video. Dude, this thing is so freaking loud.
It's too loud for my taste.
Too loud for our liking and also for where we ride. A lot of times, some of the parks we ride at, there is a decibel limit, so it does sound good, I'm not gonna lie, but it's just way too loud. So if you either have a stock exhaust or have an aftermarket exhaust that you want to go louder with, Seth's looking at the MBRP or the Big Gun EXO, which is two exhausts we already have on the channel, but they...
I personally really like the MBRP. It's deep, it's throaty,
I love this.
You know.
The MBRP is really nice.
It sounds even better on the Renegade.
Yeah. Oh, it's 1,000, yeah. Oh, yeah. Our friend Don from Adventures This Way actually has that on his,
he does.
His journey, so that thing sounded great.
That thing sounds awesome.
So, oh yeah. So right now we're gonna continue to work on these plastics, and then we'll go over more of what we find.
You ready?
I think so.
Drum roll, please.
Just do the freaking. Wow.
Ta-da!
You just got so much dirt in the gas, but it doesn't matter because we're pulling it apart. Wow, there's so much.
Did you say I got dirt in the gas?
Why does this look oily? Well, we gotta clean all that.
Yeah, well, that's all gonna basically.
Oh, it's actually way simpler in the back. Oh, because there's no trunk. Wow, that's their repair. Okay, we're gonna have to investigate that in a minute.
All right, so we're gonna take basically take this whole back bumper off. Got to disconnect this bumper, get the exhaust out, get rid of all that. So basically, we're just down to the frame forward. Just a couple nuts and bolts, and we'll get it done.
So unfortunately, like most everything else of this quad, someone tried to get on here with the wrong size Torx bit and just completely like half rounded all these bolts. That's fine though. Everything's fine. Just need a hammer, and we're just gonna literally shove it in there and make it fit. Seems to be the theme of this quad. Just shove it, make it fit, make it work. Sometimes shoving it gets the job done. Sure. Ha. I'm a genius. At least he left us, he didn't completely round it, so.
Such a nice guy.
He only still have completely blown up quad, but that's besides the point.
Such a nice guy.
I think it's gotta go straight up because of how it's.
Just bound with mud.
It's still falling out!
Dude, I'm probably packing like 50 pounds of mud in my frame.
Oh, I know.
So are you.
These quads are
Let's
so
put that behind you.
Yeah, but let's add it to the gigantic parts pile over here.
Soon to be on Marketplace, Empire Dual Exhaust. Get it while it's... Okay. Thought I heard something.
Alright, so as you guys can see here, it looks like Shrek snotted on the back of your tank, sir.
Yeah.
So, we're not sure...
Apparently the RJWC exhaust got it too hot and actually melted it, is what he said.
It's apparently what happened, but we don't know if there's actually a hole here or if it just didn't look good and you just wanted to make a protecting barrier. We don't know. So what we're actually going to do here is we're actually going to pressure test the tank here just to see if this thing is...
It holds air or
yeah, essentially.
blows out?
Yep. If we start hearing air, then unfortunately we're going to have to remove the upper bracket here. We're going to pull this tank out and we're going to have to try to come up with a permanent repair for it, or unfortunately try to pick up a used good tank.
All right, guys, so today we are digging for dinosaur bones in here. Hoping to find a T-Rex, you know, drumstick or something.
Dude, Busco Gold.
Oh, get your pan.
Oh, we're going to sift this.
Mining for Busco Gold. So, yeah, we just, just want to clean it up.
We're going to be pulling
some of this crap, off. We're going to pull the vent line out of here.
We're going to do that, but we're also cleaning this because we're most likely going to pull the fuel pump, take a look down inside the tank. Apparently this was replaced, which it does look like because it's missing half of the teeth on the freaking poor nut. We might have to put your old nut on here, dude. It looks better than this.
But yeah, so right now we're just kind of cleaning it up.
Getting her ready for...
just making yet another pile of...
parts?
No,
and dirt?
Another pile of dirt on the floor.
We just swept the floor like 5 minutes ago.
Sweep the floor every 5 minutes with this thing.
Here, don't get dust on your eyes, people. Did you guys get any dust in your eyes? Because I sure did.
Hope not.
I had my safety squints on and everything. I don't know why that happened.
Not done yet, but
oh, Jesus. All right,
for the most part.
I'm going to get them out of here. I don't want them ending up with an eye surgery or something and then suing our channel.
Yeah, well, get them out of here. On today's episode of Seth Gets Covered in Gasoline...
Stop it.
In order to try and get the pressure test on
Where's the spray cleaner at? Yeah, we're going to soak this down now. There.
Oh my God.
Well, do you want to figure out if this is leaking or if this is actually working?
No.
I know you don't want...
I'm trying to figure something out. It costs me more money. Everything's got.
I'm trying to save you money because you're going to hydro-lock your new engine. Oh, no.
You can see it already.
Let me put pressure in and then I'll hold it with my thumb. I can see the whole tank grow.
Yeah, well, I can feel all the...
Oh, no, it's leaking. I hear it.
Well, covering the whole garage with gas.
It's leaking. What are you doing, making a mess? That might actually siphon, so you might want to get those high. All right, so that's shitty news. All right, well, that kind of sucks.
Oh.
So unfortunately, she is leaking out of here a little bit, but let's siphon the gas.
Yeah, we got to get the gas out of here, one. You know what? We'll pull this off and actually see how bad this is actually melted.
That's what I'm saying. It could
be like a JB Weld kind of a fix. I don't know.
This whatever they put on here didn't stick very well. I will say that.
Because if it's just a little small hole, something tells me it's bigger than a small hole. By the size of that.
Let's just look at the goop. Let's get the people in to look at the goop. Oh, look at the goop. That's nasty. Let's just.
Yeah. So we'll dig into that.
Oh God, there's a lot of you. I'm zoomed in.
Why? All right. So while the gas tank is draining, I'm going to start to disconnect radiator hoses and try and get it ready to come off.
Oh my God. Oh my God. You gotta bring them over here. I don't even want to tell you how they plugged the hole. It falls off the trees.
Tar?
No, called a stick. They used a stick to plug the whole set. All right, guys, so what we have stuck in the hole here to plug the hole they had is a stick.
Stick, piece of wood, whatever. I understand what they did there. Actually,
I mean, it doesn't work, yes.
I don't really fault them for that, honestly.
I mean, it worked, kind of.
It does. I mean, you're just patching around it, so it's not like it's...
They're trying
I don't really think that was...
Well, no, it's funny. Remember I said I thought I saw a piece of it in the tank? That's literally the size of what was in the tank.
Okay. So I kind of understand that one. I get that.
Yeah, it did literally burn a hole in it.
Yeah. That's what...
I'm gonna see if I can get that out somehow now. We're gonna gently pull on this stick. And she's coming out. Still coming out. Oh my God, still coming out.
Look at the gas savings. Look at that.
Well,
the quad got a splinter. What do you want me to say? I don't know what to tell you.
you got a splinter?
Got a splinter. You know what, for how big the quad is, that's not a bad splinter. When you get something, about that size, it's not bad. You know what, Marshall? What are you going to do? It is what it is. It's the worst quad on Marketplace. What do you expect?
I expected it to be a little better.
Stop it.
All right, let me see if this can be fixed at all.
So, while Marshall is, I don't know what he's doing, but
I'm JB Welding.
After that hole, I'm going to still continue to get this all apart, disconnected the rad hoses, the fan wire, and I'm just going to continue to pull it apart and hopefully get that off, take the front rad off, and see what we can do with that.
First reason we're mostly pulling this thing off is to straighten this deal out. So as Seth pointed out in the first video, fortunately he hooked his winch onto here, bent this sucker straight down, and managed to put a whole crease in the whole front. So we're gonna see if we can straighten this and work with it.
So basically what I decided I was going to do this morning, I'm going to end up cutting the pig out, just straight cut him out. I'm going to leave all this. So the structural integrity of this will be good. And then Larry Sable from Sable Weld is going to cut us a front plate that he's just going to send us raw. We're just going to paint it black for now until I decide what color, if any, I decide to do with the quad. So this will be gone. We'll have our own LetDirtFly wrap cover. So
it's gonna be nice.
Yeah.
So if you don't know of Sable Weld, you should go check out his website. He's actually the one that does all the work for like 336 Mud Mafia and a bunch of other YouTube channels. I actually have one of his covers on my fiance's 650 XMR, the Killer Bee. I'll post a little picture right here so you can see what that looks like. He does some awesome work, and he's a one-man operation. So really cool what he does. But yeah, we kind of talked to him this morning a little bit, and we're gonna try to figure out how to get a custom rad cover on this bad boy. So once we get it straightened out, I gotta send him over some measurements, and we're gonna start doing some designing stuff. So it should be pretty cool. All right, magic moment. Did he get all the bolts out?
Nope.
I think you gotta take the fairlead bolts out. All right, now try to pop it off there.
Did you need one of these?
No.
Sell it to you cheap, $1,000.
Yeah, you're funny. How heavy is that?
45 pounds? Something like that.
Okay.
It's not that heavy. I mean, it's heavy enough, but...
At this point, this looks like a regular old Renegade.
Rennie!
This is Rennie.
So, we gotta buy this little bracket here. So
yeah,
the plastics could be mounted back.
It's kind of broken.
It's not a big deal. It's probably... No. I would say it's a $5 part, but it's probably a $105 part.
No one can, eh?
Yeah. All right, so now that that is out, I'll take the winch out at a later date.
Yeah, we're talking to our boys over at Novawinch, working on...
Any which way, this winch is coming out, so...
You have a couple of used winches that are way better than that.
I got a couple Warns, you know. Yeah, that's going. So, let's see if we can't
try
and start flattening it out. We're gonna have to...
Well, here, I have a tool that's gonna help you with that.
Is it a big sledgehammer?
It's the Sledgehammer 6000. So, we gently massaged it. We were very light with it.
Careful.
Careful would be a very good word to describe it. But we got this thing pretty straight. So we're just gonna get some measurements right now for our boy, Larry, and get those over to him so he can start designing something for this. All right, so we basically got a design going.
Yeah, no, so...
Yeah, no?
So the design I just want plain, simple, easy. I'm just gonna take our logo and put it on. So it's gonna, you know, basically we're just gonna cover this with a piece of metal, put the logo on it, YouTube channel. If this quad had a name, maybe I'd put that on it, but...
Well, we kind of
deemed it SS Minnow, or
I don't know if we want to call it the Titanic, because that could be this thing's like
Titanic sunk. What can you say? You know.
Yeah, but never came back.
It's true.
It's still at the bottom of the ocean, rotting away.
But yeah, so basically, I'm just gonna put, you know, the YouTube channel name on it, and that's it. Pretty much.
Simple.
Yeah. All right. So basically, the gist of it is this is the outside of the radiator. Recess it back 5/8, 7-inch. Put the YouTube channel name, YouTube on the bottom. It's gonna be more than enough airflow, and that's that.
We are going to space the radiator back a little bit.
We are.
So this way it's got some good flow that way.
Yeah, no. So it should be more than fine.
Basically when the fan kicks on, well, we'll just use S850 as an example, it's going to suck in through the back, like through the sides and stuff like that. So it should still be okay.
Oh, should be good. Yeah, no. So that's the design aspect. That's what I'm going with. And we're going to get Larry Sable to make that up for us.
All right, guys, so that's going to wrap up another episode of working on the worst Can-Am Renegade on Facebook Marketplace.
Yes, sir. So today we went through the gas tank, found it's got an issue. We're going to try and figure that out.
What's another issue with this thing?
Yeah, well, you know, it is what it is. You know, talking to my lifter, might have one coming. You never know. Also took the rad off, figured out what we're doing there, which actually I'm, you know, pretty happy about that.
That's gonna be really cool. Some Sable Weld. So like I said, with the brakes, we got my lifter garage. He's gonna help us out there. We got his takeoffs off of his 850 XMR. It should be the same because we're just getting the left front and the right rear. The only difference in this quad is we got the left rear brake, which is no big deal. Should be the same calipers and everything. And we'll get some brakes on this thing, figure out the tank situation, and hopefully, and possibly next video, not sure if it's gonna be the next one just yet, but we're starting to get some parts in for the engine.
Starting to get some parts.
So I know you guys are probably gonna be excited to see that because we're gonna get that thing back together, get this quad going again, and get her ripping. So with that, make sure you guys are liking, subscribing, and commenting down below. We really appreciate the support. Seth, where can they catch us on the interwebs?
You can catch us on Instagram or Facebook. Shoot us a message. You know, we always try and respond. fairly quick. We both work, so, you know, whatever.
If you're an ATV parts manufacturer or anything along those lines and you want to help support our build, you can hit us up at LetDirtFly@gmail.com. So with that, we'll have to catch you guys next time on
Let Dirt Fly.
Have you forgotten where you were?